Hey y'all, guess what time it is? It's the Grolic Saves the World time.
All right, the Grolic saves the world.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grolic saves the world. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grolic saves the world. We're getting big, our worries are mixed. Let's have some cake. While the Grolic saves the world.
Hello once again, y'all. Welcome to the Grolic Saves the World. My name is Adam Caton Holland.
My name is Ben Roy.
I'm Andrew Orndall.
What a weird way to come into this.
Yeah.
Well, no, he just came in like, hello.
It was pretty casual.
I'm trying to diversify. What, I got to do it the same way every fucking time?
Yeah, suck it.
I'm giving you a sultry hello. What's going on, y'all? I don't even
buddy.
say y'all a lot. I just threw it out.
Oh, that's cool. That gave it that.
That was the
melted
tone of
butter
like an
feel.
office coworker coming up to ask a favor of somebody. I have an idea for a challenge for this episode, but we can get to it in a minute. We can get to it in a minute.
We
don't
should
have
call
to.
this the Broke Clock Challenge because it's right twice a day. Andrew has an idea for a
We
challenge.
don't have to just run and cannonball right into the pool. How are you guys doing? You good?
Fuck you, Andrew.
I love how you asked us that, rubbing your eye in like disbelief,
Oh
like
my! I'm so
like a dad who just found out the garage light's been on for 3 days. That's what you just looked like.
That is my kind of eternal vibe. You kind of just nailed it. Dad,
Well, just imagine when that energy bill comes in.
Garage. That actually happens to me all the time. I've got this closet in my laundry room. It's like a storage closet. And I'll turn the light on in that closet and I'll forget to turn it off. And it will be on for days. And I'll be so mad when I find it.
I know that because that light, it's in a lot of parts of your life, you've left the light on just
Dude,
burning.
That's so deep.
You know,
I'm so glad we
is
have
very
these
deep.
bi-weekly chats.
Andrew's a real emotional Motel 6. He always leaves the light on for you.
And
but
you want to lay
asked
some
us how-
towels on the bed before you sleep on it because it's pretty gross.
And that we haven't allowed smoking for a while, but the smell does linger, and we're working on it.
People are clearly smoking emotionally in the motel that is me.
There's no way to emotionally police the smoking of the guests, though we do our best.
Oh, I'm just in here emotionally smoking.
Against the rules, too. The Motel 6 of Andrew's soul.
Yeah, we're all emotionally smoking in the Motel 6 of Andrew's soul. You asked us how we're doing. Is that what you asked as you were pathetically rubbing your eye again?
Yeah.
I am doing terrible. Thanks for asking. It's not been a very fun couple weeks. Not had that good of a run. Thanks for asking, Andrew. Adam,
I just
how
wanted
are
to
you?
make sure you weren't doing very well, and now I feel better having known.
I am doing all right. I'm really thrilled about the birth of my next kid. I am in constant panic about the state of my career.
Yeah.
So yeah, my wife asked, like, I've been a kind of downer lately, and I told my wife, I was like, I love every aspect of my life except for the career turmoil I'm in right now. If that was going great, I'd be fine. But that's just like this cloud hanging over me.
Do you find like comfort? Because I was meeting with my therapist. I started with a new therapist, and I was meeting
This
with
is
her.
where that
and
Motel
she,
6 stuff is coming from.
yeah, and she was like, "Woof, you're really in them. You're like sprawled out." No towels down on the duvet cover of in that Motel 6 of Andrew's soul. She knew it. She's like, you're really
You're taking
getting
a bath
orbital.
without even
Checked in.
scrubbing it down
You
first,
checked
just
in.
like a
Yeah.
pure Motel 6 bath. And
You've left your shoes on the floor. You didn't put them in a high place like you should have at a Motel 6.
Yep.
No, she was saying, like, does it make you feel any better that everybody feels like that right now? That everybody feels like they're in some sort of free fall state? And I was like, no, not really. No. I know it should.
yeah, it's like the
but,
difference between you getting sucked out of an open wound in the side of a passenger jet and everyone being sucked out of the open wound in the passenger jet. I feel like it feels pretty bad in both cases.
You know what, Andrew? Actually, never mind. That does make me feel better. It's funny.
New metaphor. Ditch the Motel 6 thing.
Yeah.
Andrew's a passenger jet.
He's a jet. Yes.
And Andrew's hurtling
Mid-air
through
collision.
the air.
He's clearly a 737 MAX.
Yeah.
Yep.
One that's been grounded
Yeah.
because of safety concerns.
Sure.
But once we finally get him up in the air, we've fixed that flight control problem. That was more of an automation issue. We realized there's a weakness in his fuselage, and we're all being sucked out the side of Andrew.
I don't understand where we're at anymore, but I think you're saying Andrew's got some heart problems. He's got like something
I'm
wrong
not
with
sure
Andrew's heart.
either.
Yeah. I think so, right? Question mark. I wish my therapist had said that. You're in an airplane. We're all being sucked out. I would have been like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I agree with Andrew's strange metaphor, though I don't know why he left the comfort of the Motel 6 for it. But everyone's being sucked out of the fuselage. There's a general state of like, oh my God, what a terrible pandemic year. Everyone's depressed because of that. However, most people that I know continued to make money pretty fine during the pandemic.
Not
except
entertainers.
Not
Or
entertainers.
artists.
But I mean, my core group of friends, my family, everyone's so talking to you guys are the only ones that can really fucking relate. It's just like everything's fine.
We're all getting
except,
sucked out the side together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I also
man.
want to say I feel good that we're not counted as a core group of your friends.
I don't.
Yeah, busted.
Because
Jesus.
Adam, I'm not doing well at all. And in fact, I've told you that quite regularly.
But did you run it through Monty or like better friends to see if I could receive, if I was available to receive the message?
Wow.
No, I just meant that people. I don't hang out with you guys much outside of the podcast, and a few backyard hang friends that I have beers with. Sorry, dudes, are the ones that I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. There's a point where I'm looking around at people who made smarter decisions than I did. Where at first people are like, man, being a comic, that's so freaking cool. And then we hit a financial crisis and everybody's like, that wasn't a good idea.
Exactly. It'll be
put
the
all your-
very last thing to come back. Like,
And I'm just stacking up unsold scripts on the desk, as I'm sure you all are.
Oh, you think I've written? That's cool. Do you think I have the emotional fortitude right now to write? That's cool. Adam, never mind. It seems like you believe in me.
it sounds like you are part of Adam's core group.
I think we all learned a lesson back in the day to not be bitter at other people's career successes. But I'm finding myself falling into the trap of like looking at people on Instagram whose projects are going or who are out touring more now. And I feel like I'm like went backwards 10 years in comedy where I'm like jealous all of a sudden.
Well,
I'm just like, why the fuck can't I get
that's
that?
adorable, Adam, that you've kind of kept your anger and resentment to people you know, because I'm just firing it off at everyone. I mean, if I'm in a car, if I'm in any situation, you're getting properly peppered with insults. I found that I have my anger's back. Good news to
You're
all
in
our
touch
listeners.
with your emotions. Well, one of them,
Yeah.
just the anger, but
Just
you're very in touch with it.
But he's back, and man, is he creative. It is creative. It's
Well, it
some
sounds like
creative
my
stuff.
challenge is going to be perfect for once. No need
shit.
to shoehorn it in. We'll all be staying in a Motel 6.
Ben's going to wrench off a door.
Oh, thank
Adam's
God you
gonna
said
learn-
door. Jesus Christ. That's what Ben calls it. He calls it wrenching off because
Wrenching
he's
off?
got all that high elbow action.
Yeah,
He's
We're going to
down
get
at
a
the
Motel 6.
shipyards.
Ben's going to wrench a few off.
into the comforter.
I'm gonna learn not to pine for the better lives that I see at the various rooms around me in the Motel 6.
What a display that would be. Me furiously masturbating in one corner of the room.
I'm rear windowing it with an inexplicable leg cast in a wheelchair.
I'm downstairs with that continental breakfast waffle making thing that flips. God damn, I want one of those installed in my own kitchen. I love those. I'll make a waffle just to watch it
Grawlix
work.
guys up to? Hey, what are those Grawlix guys up to lately? Smash cut to this Motel 6.
Adam, can you grease that wheelchair wheel? The squeaking is making it hard for me to
And
ranch.
I told you I'm not in the same room, even though we're in the same room. This is not happening. I'm looking at the lives out the window. They all appear to be making money, not me.
Anyway, okay.
So what's your challenge?
Uh,
That's the only reason we're sharing this room, Ben. I'm not making money.
All right. So the challenge is, it sounds like we need a positive push. People who've listened to this
What?
podcast have heard Adam's story of the late great Brody Stevens and his positive push. We're all coming off of an incredibly negative year, just at its bedrock, but without even adding the terrible personal things in our lives. A very negative year, and I think we need a positive push. So here's my challenge. This is what I was thinking.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, okay.
I think that we need to spend a week keeping track of the areas that we're negative on, and trying to examine them and if possible, like remove them from our life. Like whether it's career or whatever, like the things that you have a negative.
My career's been removed for me, Andrew. Do you have any other suggestions?
This is interesting because it's true. I was reading an article basically talking about how you put a lot of negativity out there in your day through road rage, through just your muttering to yourself, like fucking son of a, I can't fucking believe that or whatever. And that creates a kind of a tone throughout your day that you're actually creating yourself by throwing that out there. It's called anchoring or whatever, where your brain will naturally anchor around a common focal point. It could be a number, it could be a feeling or a sensation, and your day will kind of naturally be tinted by that. And in the article, this was really interesting. They were saying if you have a problem with road rage or you have a problem with scorning other people to yourself, they say when you do it, to record yourself saying these things, and then after you record what you've said, record what the person did to deserve that.
Yes.
So like, say you're in a car and you call somebody a terrible name, you would say what you said, and then you would say it, and then you're supposed to be able to play them back to you later on to see like how minor these things were and what terrible things you said.
Boy.
To kind of make you realize. I think we should add this to the challenge. I think we should put little voice recorders.
Any
on
negative
our
thing that you say about someone,
Ben Roy,
you write it down
9:46
or
a.m.
record it.
The maid tried to come in to clean the room, and I was wrenching one off. And I said, "Get the fuck out of here!"
And I stand
And that was
by
not
it.
fair. She didn't deserve that.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that, Ben. So yeah, let's do that. If you say something negative about someone, jot it down. Jot down what you said and what they did to deserve.
I would even argue, don't jot it down. I want you to say it.
Oh yeah.
I want
mean,
you
if
to
you
hear
can
it in your own voice. Do it in
Yeah,
your
let's
phone.
do voice memos in our phone. It'll be better. We can play them for the
Yeah.
second half
Yeah.
of this thing.
So
Yeah,
make a
and-
voice memo and then say their offense that
Yeah,
justified
because
that.
I don't know about you. I guarantee you most of this will be in my car. That seems to be
I
where
feel like
most of
we
my
almost need a
anger-
Road
separate
rage.
road rage challenge because I get so angry when I'm driving. But yes, mine will be in my car as well for sure.
All right, so I like this.
Yeah, so let's.
So wait, so just be positive is basically like anytime you're feeling a negative thought or just being down on yourself or whatever,
Try to positively reframe it.
try to positive
and maybe
push
take note
through
of it so you can and we can like identify habits or trends.
I'd be curious, because I, unlike you guys, I don't think I rage outwardly very hard. I think I rage inwardly very
Well,
hard.
let's amend
Ooh,
it.
that's
If you
great.
say something internally, also take
Yeah.
note of it.
Do your
Yeah,
best.
okay,
I mean, that's
okay.
really hard because we have a lot of internal dialogue, but do your best.
Yeah. I like it because I definitely could use some pulling out of a shitty headspace. And when it comes to that career shit, and it's even like the career, a lot of people are in career shit. I don't know. I think it's like the second kiddo coming, and I'm starting to be like, I was in better shape when the first kid came, and I'm just like eating myself up that way, and it's not healthy. You know what I mean?
Was a lot of this related to watching me dominate the wall when we went climbing? Was that part of
Just
it?
bring
Is
it
that
up?
what's hard?
I've been spinning out ever since, dudes.
Was this like an emotional lake dredge for you? And it's like, there's the body down here in the mud.
Yeah.
Genuine
Andrew.
moment, piggybacked by bad metaphors.
Come on, Adam.
And
That's something.
references to
That's something
wall
negative
climbing
you're
that I
saying.
did pretty well.
You're going to want to record
Did
that
pretty
because I have a
well.
feeling there's some negative dialogue happening inside there right now.
But this one's actually outward.
Well, that's positive. Okay, I like this. So here's the challenge. We're going to, for the next week, try to reframe negative thoughts into positive ones. If we do say terrible things to ourselves or other people, we're going to record those, do our best to record as many of them as possible and what brought them on.
11:28 a.m. Pretty furious about Ben and Andrew when I shared with them how I was vulnerable about the second child coming and I'm not economically as well as I was when the first kid came, but realized these are good dudes joking around and goofing. It's all good. Don't get mad.
Adam, we're still recording right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Sorry, that
No,
was my
we're going to
first
share them
thought.
in the second half. It's okay, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
Second half. Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
So
Called Adam a fucking idiot because he opened up to me on the podcast. That's not cool. He didn't deserve that.
Get ready to put another negative one, to record a negative one, because I'm going to say, so why don't we do this? Why don't we take a quick minute?
11:29, 35 episodes into this podcast, Ben still can't seem to get out of one phrase that he uses over and over and over again. I can't imagine the listener enjoys this at all anymore, but it's a three-headed effort, and it's not just your podcast.
Maybe this will be
Adam.
the podcast that ends our podcast.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we take a quick break? Why don't we listen to some stand-up comedy? I love this dude. Every time I see him, I'm stoked. He's so funny. He's one of the best people. I think it's perfect for this. We should listen to some stand-up comedy from Matt Kirshen. This dude is so funny.
Well, I love this guy too, so much in fact that I was texting with him yesterday, and he said, "Of course you could play one of my bits if you plug my upcoming shows in Colorado." I said, "Matt, you drive a hard fucking deal, bud. No dice." So here's the clip, and you have no idea when he's performing. No, he's headlining the Comedy Fort in Fort Collins on the 25th and 26th of June, and then he'll be at Boulder at the Boulder Comedy Show on that Sunday the 26th.
You have to see him. So check this out. Here's a little quick sample of what you can expect. And when we return, we'll be thankful. We'll be grateful. We'll be positive.
Positive push.
Stay tuned.
So this happened to me recently, 2 a.m. I'm in a convenience store and I'm buying normal groceries, bread, milk, cereal, eggs, whatever, salad. I've got a basket full of food. I put it on the counter. I go to get a few more things, come back, and my basket's gone. So I'm trying to find the employee who's moved it. And then I see the most confused-looking drunk man leave with my stuff. Like he bought my things. He just bought my stuff and left. I don't even know if that's a crime. I don't know what that counts as legally. It can't be. Legally, it's his, right? Because until you pay for something, it belongs to the store, and he paid for it, so he owns it. But I picked it. Like I put all the work in. He just swoops in at the last minute to claim all the glory, like all Americans. And I can't even be angry at him because he's so drunk and so baffled. He's got no idea how he's done it. Because from his perspective, seeing it from his side, that's got to be like the world's most convenient convenience store. his perspective, he's just staggered in, wasted, and the guy's gone, what do you want? And he's just gone, this. Thank you. I don't know how you knew, but that is a service above and beyond any of your competitors. That you have earned yourself a regular customer, my friend. I love that. I love the next morning as well, thinking about what he will think. He will have no recollection of the night before, but he's going to wake up with a cupboard full of healthy groceries. Like, he won't know how he's done it. He went in there for cigarettes and corn chips. He's going to wake up with a hangover and couscous.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
And we are back from the break. Thanks to the magic of podcasting, it's been a week. It's perhaps been a positive week, or maybe an especially negative week. We did a positive push. We spent a week keeping track of our negative behaviors, our negative outbursts. We also had to record them and then sort of explain why we had that outburst. So we'll get to those in a sec, but I'm just curious, how did it go for you two? How was your positive push week?
Adam, do you want to start? I mean, I know life is busy for you right now, so I'm kind of curious if you fucking lost your mind.
I mean, it was good. It was. I honestly think this was good. I don't know if I did it. I didn't keep tabs on every thought. I'm sure many I missed. You know what I mean? But
I agree. Did you focus more on actual outbursts, like times you actually vocalized something?
Both. So I had sums, Jesus. I had some where they were outward. There was like me kind of ranting at shit I saw, and then I had some other ones that were me inward. So I guess like I caught myself in various states at being mad at the world and just being mad at myself. And so there was kind of a smorgasbord of loathing.
And for those who don't know, Adam's new book, Sums Inwards, Sums Outwards, comes out this fall.
I thought that was about belly buttons. Oh.
It's a kid's book. It's a children's book.
About belly buttons.
Well, kids have a lot of questions about them, and everyone's is different.
Sums Inwards. It's been described as cloyingly saccharine by the New York Times.
The unicorn of the abdomen is what I always call the belly button.
You need to see a doctor about yours because it should not protrude like that. Like a horn?
Yep.
Going
it's
up?
Weird. Can't wear t-shirts. A lot of baggy hoodies.
It is. It looks like a whale's clit.
It's like a calcified narwhal tusk coming out of there.
Well, my mom says it's what makes me special, so.
Sums Inwards, Sums Outwards, out on Penguin Press this fall. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mine, mine was similarly, I recognized the outbursts where I was like, Jesus, like I definitely lost it there. My inward...
Those are easier to recognize. You know what I mean? Those are the ones you're kind of like, you catch yourself in the moment.
Catch yourself kind of hot-blooded and like, oh, God,
Totally.
Ooh, what the fuck? My inward ones, I realized, were less me being like raging at myself, but just being disappointed in myself. Like,
okay.
Like
so
like my
so you've
inner,
got like kind of a half-assed dad.
yeah, my
dialogue.
inner dad just kind of like, you got to get your shit together, and then me just like blowing by the note.
But this challenge was about positivity, so I think those inward ones are negativity, regardless of like how fierce they are. You know what I mean? You're still, even disappointed is a form of being negative towards yourself.
Oh, very true. Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. I think Andrew texted this to us when we were talking about it, because we text each other as we're going through the week on challenges. And
whoa! Don't tell them how the fucking sausage is made, Ben.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But Andrew, and this sausage is delicious, and some of the sausages go inward, and
Some sausages
go
are
outward.
organic. Some are cruelly made.
No, he was saying like that he thought it would do a lot more, but paying attention to it made him aware of it, and that's exactly what I am always shut. I couldn't do inner dialogue. I only have 30 gigs left on my phone.
You need one of those old time reporter mini tape recorders so you can just talk
tapes.
all of your negative stuff about yourself into everywhere you
Yeah,
go.
walls of tapes. And no, but then when I was the outward ones, for some reason, because I was paying attention to it, it was like peeing, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't make with the negative talk. So I only had, like 5 or 6 over an entire week, like real outbursts.
You need to see a doctor about your prostate.
When you pay attention
if you're not
to
able...
peeing, you can't pee. So you have to be sort of like not thinking about peeing.
You have to distract yourself with like...
I do. I do. I have
That's
one
why
of those.
Ben's one of the best urinal chat guys in the game.
It's
Yeah.
also
Needs to
why
know
he's pissed his pants 17 times.
When I have to take a leak, I have a cup and ball game.
I bet
right?
Ben is a urinal chatter. Now that you bring it up, I can see
100%.
I see
Oh,
him
yeah.
saddling up for some small talk. Oh, insufferable.
That's a hell of a stream you got there, partner, huh? I bet you got a Mike and Ike sized urethra, don't you? Huh?
I call it a hot tamale, but it's the same size.
What a specific reference.
Well, Mike and Ike has patented their circumference and diameter.
You need like a fucking cap for it.
Yeah.
What if all the urology circumferences are just candy? What are you looking at? Mike and Ike, a nerd? What do you got, a full candy bar?
This'll be an easy STD test. This guy's got a sweet tart sized urethra on him. Or a red vine. That's an odd shaped one, huh? Like it's spindled like the barrel of a gun. And that
oh boy.
Anyway, so no, it was once I started paying attention to it, and I guess that's probably the benefit of recording saying them back into your phone when we do them, is that you do become aware that you do it, and hopefully causes you to not do it so often. But yeah, but did you all record some of yours right after they
I think
happened?
we should play some.
Yeah.
And sort of just see exactly how we deal with ourselves and the world.
Who wants to go first? Who's gonna take the
Andrew, it's an Andrew challenge. Andrew,
Oh, yeah,
first.
Andrew.
I'll
all
go
right,
first.
here
All
we
right,
go.
Ron, play my first one.
Okay, in the Costco parking lot, I just said, wow, what a piece of shit. Because this woman almost ran over another woman that dropped something from her cart. She was trying to, zoom around her. And this woman had something fall out of her cart, so she had to, kind of turn around in the parking lot and grab it. And this woman, almost hit her in her stupid 4-door Porsche, one of those dumb family sedan Porsches that they make. And I said it out loud. I said, wow, what a piece of shit. I kind of stand by this one. I don't know. Some of these I'm on my side. I don't know.
Well, first of all, we should talk about the tone that you've taken. Are you doing this from a closet while your house is being burglarized?
A lot of
Jesus
bedroom,
Christ.
a lot of bedroom energy.
Yeah.
I was in my car. But that
It
one
sounds
is
like a 911 call when an intruder is in the house.
I am really sorry to bother you, but I'm terrified.
55
No,
it was,
Linwood Lane. And I heard a crash.
No, I was just in my car.
Very sedate.
Yeah.
But I think it was the cool down. That one, it had been maybe 10 minutes after it had happened because I was going into Costco and I didn't want to record the memo in Costco like a true serial killer. So I waited till I was back out of Costco and in my car.
To do it privately in your car like a true serial
Yes.
killer.
I don't want to be like standing amidst the giant screen TVs like, I just called a woman a dumb fuck in the parking lot. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Fistful of free samples and another fucking thing.
But this one raises an interesting point I found in that sometimes negativity, I feel like, is not the worst thing. This was a case where I was like, that woman sucks. Yeah, maybe it was not cool the way I went about, yelling at her car after her as she drove off.
Did you yell at her car?
Yeah, definitely. I was like, wow, what a piece of shit, as she was like driving around.
Window up, window down.
She had her window up.
Okay,
But
so you just remarked to yourself in your car, what a piece of shit.
No, I was on foot. I was walking into the Costco. This other woman had something fall off her cart and kind of like went back to get it. And this woman in the Porsche had to slam on her brakes to like avoid running her over because she was like in such a rush. And
Andrew,
I went like,
were
wow,
you this
what
other
a
woman?
piece of shit.
Were you having an episode? It feels like the story just keeps changing here. I can't really get to the bottom of this.
I know you
That's
bought
what-
a Porsche Carrera. We both do. You were in over your head with that car.
Those four-door
I agree
Porsches,
with
so
Andrew,
dumb. They're so dumb.
Or
I agree with
push
Andrew. There's
Cayenne.
nothing. I don't even think this one's negative. He just saw something.
I think
shitty.
it's negative because, and I'll tell you why. Because this goes to the point. Andrew went to righteous indignation, as we all do, rather than being like, "Geez, I'm so glad. Are you okay?" Like
That's true.
I'm
I
glad
didn't
that
show
person-
any
any
sympathy to the
remorse.
woman that
It
was
becomes
almost hit.
about scorning other people for the mistakes they made. And that's the point. Is you could have drove by. She could have been, her arm like got ran over, and you would have been like, "Wow, what a piece of shit!"
Yeah,
like
I pick up the arm and like throw it after the car. Hey,
But
you forgot this, you fucking piece of shit.
I've discovered this, that whenever I yell at somebody for doing shit like that, rarely does my mind first go to, "Gosh, thank God that person's okay." That could have been.
I didn't even
you're
think of
right.
it that way.
You're
It's
right.
a very good spin on it.
It was it seemed like a very close call, and you would think I'd be more sympathetic having been hit by numerous cars myself, but nope.
All right.
Do we
Andrew-
want to hear another one of mine, or do we want to go person to person?
Let's keep going. Let's go
Okay,
through Andrew's.
I've got another
Let's
one
see.
here.
The reason why I want to see if there's a theme of things.
There
Okay.
is parking lots.
Okay. All right. Number 2.
Okay, I just yelled, "Go, you dumb fucks!" to these two people that were in a parking lot, and neither one was going, so they were just like sitting there, just like staring at each other or something. No one was taking the initiative. Again,
That's a microwave in the background.
Probably no
going on.
reaction.
No, I was in my car.
Your tots are done, Andrew.
All right, listen. The theme is Andrew takes a Dramamine after every encounter. When he gets pissed off, he's like, "I gotta take this down a level."
That one, it was my microwave because I was at home. I had to download this app to record that, and I was at home. And the microwave, that was my microwave.
I want
Yeah,
your
it
in
was
the
clearly
moment red
your
hot
microwave.
rage. I don't want 2 days later when you're telling NPR about it in the quietest tone you have.
I love that Andrew gets into these like things and then snorts a handful of Percocet and then records into his phone. So I was in the parking lot and I said, "Listen."
Andrew's bringing fucking
And I said,
AM
"You
late night
fucking
jazz station
fuckwad."
energy.
Yeah, like the big gaps. You fucking piece of shit.
All right, let's
All right,
play
let's say
another.
my last one. This is
last
probably
one.
my
We're gonna
My
listen to some
angriest
John
one.
Coltrane.
I was in King Soopers, and I
Wait,
internally
pause
said,
it real quick. Andrew apparently thinks this is an ASMR challenge because I'm about to fall asleep. Jesus Christ.
I've never heard you talk at that level in my life. And I've known you for going on 20 years. I've never heard you be that low energy. And these are things that supposedly enrage you, and I am stunned.
Okay.
I need to record a voice memo about this. I'm not being positive.
Okay, Ron, I'm sorry.
I internally said, they're bananas, psychopath, to this guy who was browsing the bananas and taking forever. And dude, they're bananas. You just grab them. Are you looking for like a secret message on the peel? Oh my God. I felt like it was especially inconsiderate in these COVID times because I can't just like get in beside him and get the bananas. I don't want to get into his disease space to get them. So have a little self-awareness, dude. There's a queue back here to get bananas.
Just stop. I can't do it's the voice.
I don't know who this guy is.
I'm with you, Adam. In the 16 years we've been doing shows together or whatever, I have never heard this voice come out of Andrew. Okay. Oh, I was irate with a capital I. This guy had a handful of nectarines, and I says to him, "Listen, you bunched up fuck boy, they're nectarines." I don't know what he's doing.
Kids, it has been 30 minutes, so nap time is over, kids. If you want to come back to playtime.
I think recording into my phone, I was worried about like blowing it out, being too loud, and I overcorrected quite a bit.
You certainly did. You were well, there was Andrew's tawdry confessionals is what we've just been. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm horny. I'm horny now.
Okay,
I want to
all right.
fuck a banana. I want to feel up a banana.
It's one of y'all's turns.
Okay. I can go. I'll go.
Go ahead, Ben.
That's your three Bens.
Well, there's four because the first three I had, this is just to show how it happens. I get on a run, and I get angry, and this is why I think this is important. And so number one, I guess would be this, right, Ron? Let's do it.
All right, so it's May 3rd at about 7:30, and I'm driving,
Christ, like we need
and I just yelled, "What the fuck are you dumb fuck idiots doing?" Had a group of cars in front of me that were being very cautious
It's the windshield
in
wipers.
the rain because it's kind of hydroplane conditions.
Windshield wipers sound like someone blowing a
In an odd way, though, I still stand by this statement. Okay.
Who's that creep heavy breathing in your back seat?
So my windshield wipers were on, and that's what I was saying. It was raining out, and these people were going so slow. I did feel bad about this one because they were hydroplaning conditions. It was when and I hydroplaned a few times, but they were going very slow. And
you hydroplaned a few times?
What? Yeah, those days we got all that rain on I-25, there was some real puddles.
A few times?
Yeah.
I think I've hydroplaned once in my entire driving career.
It was cool.
Jesus.
But they were going so slow. Okay, so number two, I think
I agree, a little unearned because of the conditions, the weather conditions.
Yeah,
okay.
you yourself hydroplaned several times.
Yeah. So this is number two.
May 3rd, and it's now 7:36.
The date and time
only
makes
a few
them
minutes past
really...
my last one.
This is only
one I
a few
yelled,
minutes
"You
past.
dumb fucks! What the fuck are you dumb fucks doing?" It's just the rain. It brings out the worst driving in people. They don't deserve to be called that. I know they're driving cautiously, but I have been scorning them as dumb fucks. Okay, bye.
Oh, so you did it again?
Yeah, but that was only 3 minutes after the first one.
Wow,
So now I'm like amped up, and then number 3 of this, I think this is the third in this series of road rage.
May 3rd, 7:38, I believe. And this has just been a bad run. I just yelled dumb fucks again at another group of people. If anything, this is showing me that maybe I need to change shit up. I don't know. But I do feel bad. This particular person was in the far right lane and trying to get over to turn left in the left turning lane, but was just being very hesitant. It's like, get up and go. I know this isn't me, supposed to be me justifying or rationalizing why I do that, but that's why I said it, because they were being fucking, they weren't. That's not the point. Okay, it was my bad. Yeah, bye.
Well, and that's what they were going from the right lane and trying to get left, but they were taking forever, and I had left them enough space to go clearly.
Oh, that always enrages me. I'm like, oh, hang on, let me put your written invitation in the mail, you fucking idiot.
But then when I think about it, yeah, exactly, Andrew. And that's a great example of what your voice normally sounds like.
Right.
But if you
and
could
that's
do
the
it,
Andrew we do know and recognize.
But could you do it in the voice you would do it as the phone if you were going into the phone?
Yeah.
So I said, do you need a written invitation, you fucking idiot?
That's great. Okay, so this last one I think is inwards at myself. Because some goes inwards, some go outwards.
Yeah. I hope it's after you hydroplaned into a fire hydrant.
Okay.
It is May 10th. It's looks like it's about 9:33, and I dropped some potatoes on the floor, and I yelled to myself, "God damn it, you're so fucking stupid. Why are you so fucking stupid?" Because I dropped some of the last of my frozen potatoes on the floor. This is one that feels like there's something else connected to it. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
That's so great.
So now who has the chill NPR voice?
Well, I honestly, I'm not trying to armchair psychoanalyze, but I think we're like so ashamed of what we're doing that we're like coming in.
Part of it.
We're tiptoeing into our own like inner voices.
This MP3 is just called Dropped Potato. And Ben goes full domestic violence movie man on himself.
I literally was like, fuck you, fucking so fucking stupid.
Jesus Christ.
And they were like the last little bits of frozen potato. And then when I started thinking about it, I was like, is that necessary? Did I deserve that?
You were pretty fucking dumb to drop your precious potatoes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's not positive, Andrew.
Andrew, we were being cool here. All right. All right. Adam, let's hear yours. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, I sent Ron. I don't want to hear them all. I sent Ron 6, and I'm looking at them. And two were outward and 4 were inward.
Oh,
so
yowzer!
I hate myself more than the world. But let's do an outward first. Let's do the car horn one.
Oh, the car horn. Okay.
I just pulled out of an alley onto a busy street, and as I was pulling out of the alley, I heard a car horn go off, and it just went off and went off and went off and went off. And I thought in my head, what kind of fucking asshole can't figure out how to turn their car horn off? I thought that. It's just the car horn going off. And I just thought it. I didn't say it out loud because Malcolm's in the back. But Malcolm's in the back now as I record this, and I just said that out loud in front of Malcolm. So I don't know if this experiment is really working or making the world a better place. Malcolm, what do you think? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I want more pumpkin bread.
You want more pumpkin bread? Can you say it, please?
Please.
Okay.
I wish we were all more
very
like
cute.
Like, see, that's the proper attitude. Is that you hear a car horn go off and you go, you know what? I want more pumpkin bread.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Start making
like,
those connections.
I wish that's how. Yeah.
Do you mean car alarm? Is that what you mean?
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant totally car alarm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of dumb asshole? His car is being broken into and can't fucking.
What kind of dumb asshole confuses a car alarm and a car horn? Nope, Adam, it's okay. You got a lot on your brain.
All right, number 2.
I'm trying to think. I guess let's go inward. I'll do another Malcolm one. Let's do the shoes.
All right, here we go.
I feel the need to do the dates too. It's odd, like we're fucking
we're documenting
forensic psychologists.
Thursday, May 6th, 10:27. I took Malcolm to music class because Katie usually takes him, but she's so pregnant and it's very hard for her to do that. So I took him, brought his shoes, grabbed them on the way out because I almost forgot his shoes. And then I drove to music class. Couldn't find his shoes, rushed in. We just did it in socks. You take your shoes off anyway. It's fine. Came back out, searched the car. Can't find the shoes anywhere. Called Katie, said, I don't know where his shoes are. Maybe I left them on top of the car. I often do that, and maybe they spilled out everywhere. Katie did a search. She found one shoe on 21st and one shoe on York. I did leave them on top of the car, and I drove off. And literally I said to myself, you're fucking this up. You're fucking up childcare. You are fucking up childcare. And
Jesus.
I'm not. Malcolm and I are fine. He's got a milk. We got some banana bread. We had fun at music class. Even though he hates music class, I kind of goaded him into having fun with it. A lot of tickling. You want some banana bread? Let me finish his voice memo of self-loathing.
What is talking about?
I'm talking about how I was mad at myself for losing your shoes, but it wasn't that bad. They're like $10 from Target, and Mama found them. So I shouldn't get too mad at myself, right, Miney? Mm-hmm. So anyway, don't beat yourself up, Dada. You're a good Dada. You just forgot the fucking shoes.
We got to talk about Malcolm's dessert bread intake for one thing.
That's for sure. Like our pandemic indulgence is like anytime we're out on a trip, we hit up a coffee shop and I get a coffee and I always get him a little milk and like some pastry. So I'm pumping this kid full of breads.
But I want to. This is why I think this challenge is so good, Adam. It is not surprising with everything that has been going on personally for you that you would leave your shoes or that you would be rushing around and forget something here and there. And it's like that's what we do. We're incredibly hard on ourselves. It's like our inability to stop and take a look at everything we've been going through and to be easy on ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
And
no,
I mean,
it's weird. I had another one where it's like I forgot the keys to come into my garage, so I had to go back inside and get the keys. You know what I mean? Because I have it locked. And I'm just like, you fucking idiot. It's just like, why are you so hard on yourself in that moment for a very nothing mistake?
Yeah, it's. I mean, when I hear that you did that, I'm like, I mean, it's not. You've got a lot going on right now. You're gonna like have these little lapses in memory, and yeah, I mean, be easy on yourself. The last thing you need to do is also pile on top of everything that you're not doing a good job as a parent, because that's absolutely not true. And those of us that know you the best know that you're doing well. You do swear a bit too much in front of the child.
How do you make sure they're cool? You know what I mean?
And it's not like you dropped the last of your potatoes on the floor. You're doing fine. You're doing okay.
Good point.
You
okay,
fumble-fingered fuck. Jesus Christ.
All right, last one.
I'll do the one that I was just mentioning. Let's do the forgot the keys, and you'll see I'm coming around. I'm learning over the week to treat myself a little better.
All right.
Oh boy, this is just a terrible pattern. 11:01 Saturday. Went out to the garage, forgot the keys, and I just said, what is wrong with me? Out loud. Nothing's fucking wrong with you, doggy. You just forgot the keys. Be nicer, Adam. Be nicer, bro.
Okay.
Wow.
Over the course of the week.
Here's the problem that I have. I think it's great that you're recognizing it. I don't know about you calling yourself doggy.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
I feel like
if we're being kinder to ourselves, why can't I give myself a cool nickname?
I think doggy is I don't know, something off about it.
Yeah.
Something doesn't. But
also, I was surprised you didn't offer yourself some pumpkin bread at the end of that.
No, that was one bread free intro.
No, that's exactly. This is what I started to notice. Like, I started to notice doing this and recording myself after doing it, that I became far more aware that I was doing it. And I'm not just saying that because we're trying to all learn something from this challenge. Like, I legitimately started to go, like, I'd start to do it and then I'd be like, what is the point?
Yeah.
What is the point of getting this upset? It's not gonna
I had
change
the same.
anything.
That's why I only have 3, is because fairly quickly I was like, oh, I don't want to hear these recordings. I don't want to and I noticed a serious drop off in it, noticeably. Like, those 3 that I recorded were in the first 2 days of the challenge, and then I didn't have any more because I didn't want to. I mean, I'm sure I had negative things kind of waft through, but no outbursts like that.
Yeah, I mean, I recorded 6 immediately, and I thought I was being derelict because I wasn't actually recognizing I probably feel more than that. I think I've got a problem here. But over the course of the week, I really agree with Ben. I started to go easier on myself. Even if I'm calling myself doggy, which I don't. I'm going so easy on myself. I don't even care that you guys don't like that nickname. I like it for me.
No, I'm not
myself.
saying I don't like it. I just think it's a little off-putting, but I'm.
But it's not about what you. It's about what I call myself in the moments of kindness.
And that's me pointing negative. That's me being self-righteous.
Right.
Okay. That's you know what I mean. That's the big D. Getting a little self-righteous on other people. And
I do think Ben was correct in that we're hard on ourselves when it's it's so forgivable, it's so insignificant, and I think we expect ourselves to be perfect and nail every little thing, and then if we don't, we just get disproportionately upset, and it's just pointlessly negative.
A few potatoes are going to be dropped.
Yes.
When you're getting a divorce after 19 years. And that's how it always. Who said that originally? I think that it was Salman Rushdie.
Yeah.
I think that's who said that originally.
Was it?
Yeah, it was in Satanic Verses. Yeah.
Was it when Padma left him?
Yeah, he said the potatoes always hit the floor. Worship the devil.
When Padma leaves, some potatoes are going to hit the floor.
No, I mean it is a very a difficult thing. I think it's so much harder to give ourselves that leniency. Like, I can look at you if I were standing around and you were like, dude, I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm failing at this. I left my the shoes on the car, I would have been like, Adam, dude, chill out, man. Like, you got a lot going on. I would do that normally, that's just shit that happens. But we can't do that to ourselves. And I know you would do that. Like, if I did something and I was like, fuck, I'm so fucking stupid. You'd be like,
Andrew
dude,
and I,
except the potatoes. I mean,
Andrew, stop.
The last
I was going to say, jokes
potatoes.
aside,
Ron,
it's some stupid fucking potatoes.
Earnestness horn, Ron.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Andrew
deafen
needs-
Andrew with the earnestness horn because he is just chomping at the bit.
To continue the yuck train deep into Tuesday.
Ron, can you sound the yuck train horn? I'm coming back. I'm just kidding.
All aboard! It's just the beginning of Ozzy's crazy train. But okay, so number one question. Let's go around in a circle, starting with it was Andrew's challenge. But do you think, one, that you would continue doing something like this, and two, do you think that this helps the world?
I think that anytime you can be more positive, it helps the world. Again, even with a case where I felt valid, like the woman almost running the other woman over in the parking lot, like has been pointed out, still not the right reaction. There's still a positive perspective that I could have taken 100%, and I think it benefits myself and the world. I think in terms of recording it, I don't know if I would always be recording it, but I think that it would be
insane.
a handy, now that I know that is like a tool that exists, like if I find myself ranting and raving to a noticeable degree, it's like, oh, I could just, I'm going to spend a few days recording myself, and maybe it'll influence my behavior and chill me out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Adam?
I think exact. I don't know if I'll ever continue to record these, but the impetus behind the recording was to look at your behavior, to just criticize it and see if you deserved that attack or you deserve to get that mad or worked up. And so if I can, I'll try to transfer that and be like, hey, go easier on yourself. Go easier on that person you're yelling at driving down the street. There's really no reason for it. I think life agitates you anyway. So why have this inner voice agitating yourself further? I think you can try to be present in that state of mind.
I agree. Yeah. I think it helps, and I think the healthier I am, the healthier other people around you, myself, are going to be in my immediate sphere. You know, my son and my ex and things like that. Like, I think that people around you benefit if you're healthier, and I think that lessening the stress. It's what was noticeable to me is I started trying to notice what I was feeling physiologically when I would get mad during road rage. And my stomach clenches up, my heart races. I get legitimately angry, and that has to have an appreciable effect on your health.
Oh, yeah, dude, stress, blood pressure, all of it.
Yeah, and so, but I don't know that I will record it anymore because, one, I think everybody should do this for a week and try it, just because it'll make you aware. But if somebody found my phone, there is a keeping your own shit and urine in jars kind of quality to this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's...
even sharing these was like too vulnerable.
Yeah.
I felt pretty uncomfortable.
It is very uncomfortable to be like, to tell people what you say to yourself and also hear your voice in such a soft satin tone as you
coolly describe
your sociopathy.
Yeah.
But yeah, great challenge. I actually like this one, and the positive push. R.I.P. Brody. I didn't really. I mean, we met on the show on those who can't. But it is a good thing to remind ourselves to stay positive.
Absolutely.
Well, how about we take another break? Let's listen to some comedy by the peerless Deborah DiGiovanni.
Oh my
so
God.
Fearless or
peerless and fearless. Choose one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I choose both.
I remember this set, and I don't believe I have laughed that hard in a long time.
So
God,
funny.
Was she funny?
So great. This is a clip by Deborah DiGiovanni. After this break, we'll be back with more show, and we'll find out what next episode's challenge is. So stick around.
Now, I don't drive. I'm a weirdo. I do not drive. I lived in Toronto for most of my life, so I never got my license. And now in LA, I take Uber a lot. I take the Uber and the Lyft. Do you do? Do you take the rideshare? I do. And this is my secret. This is how I survive taking Uber and Lyft. I never tell the truth when I'm in a Lyft or an Uber. I'm excited to lie. Do you know what I'm talking about? I order the car. I'm fucking jazzed. I'm like, who am I going to be? I'm so excited. Do you know what I mean? There's a backstory. Sometimes there's an accent. Sometimes I'll put an accent on, which is totally a lie. I can't do a foreign accent. I have no capacity for foreign accent. This is me doing British, all right? This is me doing a British accent. That was it. Was it close? I feel like my brain turns off. I could be sick, but here's the thing. Never tell the truth in a Lyft or an Uber. And you never tell an Uber driver that you're a comedian. This is a huge mistake, all right? No, I panicked the other day, and I told my driver I was a comedian because he was a handsome man, a human man, and I'm not good with those. I'm not good. I panic at those. I just screamed it to his face. I was like, I'm a comedian! Couldn't stop myself. The window was up. The door was shut. I'm a comedian! He let me in the car. I don't know why. He let me in. And here's the thing. Then he did the thing that every comic on the planet hates. He was like, oh, you're a comedian? People tell me I could be a comedian. I was like, holy fuck, pull this car over. Are you kidding me? This ride is done, Jeffrey. And I'm talking about 1 star for you, motherfucker. And then he kept talking to me, all right? Asking me questions a little dull. You know what I mean? The handsome ones usually are a little dull. And he's asking me questions. He's like, so what kind of comedian are you? I'm like, I don't know, good? I don't know. What do you want? He's like, are you dirty? I'm like, of course I'm dirty. I'm a grown woman. He's like, how dirty are you? I'm like, what do you need, Jeff? 1 to 10? What do you want right now? And this is what he said to me. I'm not lying. This is what he said to me. He's like, no. Are you like shit on my chest dirty? That's what it was 9:30 in the morning. It was 9:30 in the morning. That's a PM question. Am I wrong? Is that not? That's like post-meridium talk. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, 12:15. fucking shit on my chest. It's noon. Let's do this. Am I right? Woo! You know, that improved his rating, though. That improved his rating. Back to 5 stars for Jeffrey. Yeah, you know, from dud to stud. Jeffrey! That is, I'm totally lying. I called the police. I hope he's dead. Anyway,
And we are back. Wow, what a show. I just scared my dog. That's how excited I am.
Scared me too. I was asleep.
Do we have something big to plug?
What are we plugging? What are we plugging?
Hey, y'all, check it out. The Grolics are returning again. That's right. That's right. We're coming back again. Adam, we're crushing this, though, right? The first show sold out.
First show sold out. We added a second show, and that is on the cusp of selling out. So get your tickets,
And I think it's only 9 p.m., right? It's not even that late of a show.
Yeah, it's not even that late. We got a 7 and a 9.
I can hang with a 9. Come on.
If these 3 guys can stay up till 11, you can too. So come to that second show. Just search nightout.com.
I hate to.
Also, the link will be in the show notes that you're listening
I
to.
hate to tell you, Andrew, you've been doing this show with a 9 the whole time. That's me, baby.
Whoa.
Not a full 10, -1. Deducted for a scar on my face, a deep scar on my face.
I agree. I agree with Adam's taciturn. Cool.
Hey, for all of you listening that subscribe to our Patreon page, and now that I'm out doing more shows that we've been meeting you all, thank you so much for supporting us. It's truly what makes this show happen. You all are the best. If you haven't checked us out, go check out all the stuff that we have over there. We have
tasteful nudes, boudoir photos.
The grilled cheese glory hole will never come down.
Never.
We've got all kinds of stuff, videos, extras,
And birthday shout-outs.
Well, let's get to the birthday shout-outs.
We got
because
some
you're talking
June
about it.
birthday
We got
shout-outs.
some June birthdays. First shout-out, me and Ben. Happy birthday to us, June babies.
That's
Yes.
true.
Good for us, Ben.
That's true.
Good for us.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you. But I don't subscribe. I
Yeah,
find
neither
the
of you
content
are
to be trite.
Patreon, so kind of cheating.
I'm in at the $4 level. I'm on the base level because I want to see more.
But for real, our Patreon shout-outs, it's
Amy Durstein, happy birthday.
It looks like Sheldon
Durstein gifted his Patreon perk to his wife. The ultimate
I don't know
birthday
if that
gift, the gift that keeps
is
on giving.
legal?
No, I don't think you can do that, and I think
So
we're
should we
actually
rescind
We should probably
Amy?
we should
rescind it.
rescind it.
Yeah.
And should we
Unhappy
cancel
birthday.
Sheldon from membership?
Yes, we should let Sheldon go. Amy, we hope your birthday sucks.
Sheldon,
Go
get
fuck
off
yourself.
our Patreon.
Yes,
Let's move on.
Alex Pepper.
muy caliente, Alex.
Alex Pepper is a pretty cool name. You could
That
be
is
like a
pretty
pro
name.
wrestler with that name. I like that
Yeah.
Or
name.
a minor league baseball
Yeah, I was
coach.
thinking baseball
Yeah,
or
yes.
pro
Oh,
wrestling.
I tell you what, Alex Pepper is livid at that call. He is reading these ups the riot act.
And there it goes. They tossed him out, and Peppers picked up second base, and he's thrown it into the outfield. Love the fire on Alex Pepper.
Happy birthday to Eric Hoyt.
Oh, Eric Hoyt. I really don't have much for this last name. I mean,
What I will say about Eric Hoyt, 8 succinct letters. Erichoyt.
I mean,
Eric
that's
Hoyt.
a knuckle
Yeah.
In and
tattoo.
out.
Think about getting it, Eric. I mean, it fits
He
pretty neatly
also-
on those fingers.
And exclamation points on the thumbs.
yeah, he's got a name built for knuckle tattoos for sure, Andrew. I think that's what we should get him for his birthday. Just Eric Hoyt across his own knuckle. You know what? I'll get Eric
on our
Hoyt.
dime. We'll pay for it.
Yeah.
We'll pay for it.
I'll
If
get
you
him
Eric
across
Hoyt.
my knuckles.
You don't have the real estate, Ben. You're a free soul.
Our final Patreon birthday shout out goes to a very dear, important person to us, Karen Wachtel. She does so much for the Grolics.
And
she
the
runs High
comedy
Plains
scene in
Comedy
general.
Festival with
Yeah.
me. She is
Karen rules.
She's a
Happy birthday, Karen.
The Denver comedy scene would continue without her, but it would be squeaky and wobbly, and it
Yeah,
would
it'd be
go
bad.
in strange
Also,
directions.
It's
She
a
is
cool
great
knuckle tattoo if
organizer.
you don't mind doubling up some of the letters.
Yeah, Karen Wachtel on the knuckles.
like 2 letters on
Yeah,
each knuckle,
yeah.
kind of, and
Yeah.
curved around the fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because people would be like, Karawa on one hand.
Well, Karawa, we love you. Thank you for everything you do. And happy birthday to you.
As I said, patreon.com/Grawlix Saves. There's a link in the show notes here on this episode. Check it out. And, you can get your own birthday shout out if you support us. Otherwise, we love you all. We'll just forget your birthday.
What else? If you're a new follower,
if you're a new listener,
smash the subscribe button. Smash it. Smash.
Smash it. I want you to put both feet together and jump on that subscribe button.
You can rate and review this podcast. Even better, tell your friends, spread the word. That's super helpful. And our new episodes come out.
Call your dad and tell him.
Why don't you
about
call your
this.
dad for once? Maybe have a chat about something real like this podcast.
Whoa, this got serious.
Call your fucking dad and tell him about GSTW.
Oh, okay, boomer. You haven't heard of it? Here, listen to this episode where they hit each other with a spatula.
Yeah, it's three guys playing gab ass.
Dad, it's the premier podcast of Tyler's across the nation.
We have new episodes every other Tuesday, and on the off Tuesdays, there's usually bonus content you can find. You can find us all over on social media at Grawlix Comedy. Super big thanks to our personal emergency positive push, Ron Doyle. Thank you so much, Ron. When our car is out of gas in Delaware and we're just not getting along, we've got Ron's ghost with us in the back
beat the
seat.
shit out of it. I would never tolerate that from Ron. Our theme music, as always, is bought. What are we going to call him today? What are we thinking for Charlie?
I got
Cunningham?
it. He's the cocksure, Charlie Cunningham. He's cocksure.
He is.
Our
You
theme
should see that
music
guy
is-
strut and swagger around.
is brought to you by the Cocksure Charlie Confidential, right? Okay,
I like
I'll
it.
move on. Confidential.
Comfort Dental?
Confidential?
Charlie
Are you trying to say confidential?
I like Charlie Comfort Dental.
There you go.
And what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
got cooking on the stove?
I think we got we're going to just transition from positivity straight into kindness, dudes. I think they're kind of brothers. They go hand in hand. And a lot of listeners have been asking for a kindness challenge just because we're so cruel to one another. So I think we're going to put our kindness forward in this next episode, and you'll just have to tune in to see what we
I
mean.
like that listeners don't like what this show is about. Us being mean to each
Listeners
other.
are trying to steer this show into the direction they need it, and we wrench it back. And it's that struggle that I think is captivating to listen to and why we're growing so quickly.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, this has been a fun time. These outro credits.
Has it?
I want to say this. We did these on our own. Producer Ron has not been here. He's at a water park.
Oh, no,
right
Ron's
now.
logging in.
He is. There he is, shirtless with headphones on.
Ron is logging in from a water park.
Oh my
He's
God.
got goggles
He's
on and
got
he's shirtless.
goggles and he's...
Yeah.
This is a real
Hell
flex.
yeah.
This is a real flex
Guys,
on Ron's
have
part.
To get,
Holy
we have
crap.
to get out of here.
Oh,
but
boy.
if you're listening, just imagine if a guy came in on your Zoom from a water park. And that's what our producer looks like. So in the meantime, Ben, you're only here for one reason.
Guys, I got to get out of here. I'm going full erect. I got to get going. I just got to say this quick. Play us out, Charlie. Oh, my God, I'm so hard.